Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo, and this is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. Yeah, it's April 10th, 2018, and I am at the end of my day, so I hope that when I wake up tomorrow, I have a different picture in terms of the Bitcoin chart. I'm seeing the price action for the last, 24 hours here. Since the 24-hour view, it sure is, and we've just done nothing but go sideways. If I go down to the 6-hour view, you can see that the volume has been really light, just too light. We need some new money into this market in order to break out of this sideways movement. The only time we see a little bit of surge in volume is when we've got these incredibly ugly red candles that just suck the price down into pricing land that is not very nice. So we are down 0.79% as of now, sitting at 6,722. I just hope we can see some different action soon because like everybody, I've been paying attention to everybody's technical analysis. The technical analysis has been great for explaining what has happened, but it really hasn't given me any explanation of what will happen. And I know we're all searching for that, and I don't know any more than anyone else does. But there's one thing I know for sure, and that is we need to have a little more volume. So let's hope we get some new fresh buyers in the space quickly. Okay, the reason for this video, and it will be fast, but it's quite interesting. The FSA, which is Japan's financial service agency, just released the domestic cryptocurrency statistics for the first time. 3.5 million traders in Japan. So according to the data gathered from 17 cryptocurrency exchanges in Japan as of March 31st, this year, the country has at least 3.5 million individuals that are trading with cryptocurrencies as actual assets. This country has a population of about 127 million, so that gives you a rough percentage of how many people. It's a little bit less. The United States, according to another article, which I'll show you in a moment, has a little bit higher percentage of the overall population that are trading cryptocurrencies. But, it's still, even though it's just 3% of the population, give or take, it still accounts for over 50% of the transactions. And let me just show you here. Well, first, among them, crypto investors in their 20s, 30s, and 40s make up the majority share, accounting for 28, 34, and 22% respectively of the total crypto trader population in Japan. Not a surprise. If you look at most of the YouTube content providers, they're mostly in their 30s. So, I think it's following the same demographics as the United States. Sorry, my cat is behind the screen, and she just moved to a new position, so it moved. Sorry about that. Here is, let's see. I wanted to really point out, according to the FSA's data, for example, yearly trading volume of the actual Bitcoin cryptocurrency has grown from, listen to this, 22 million back in 2014 to 97 billion in 2017. And then, even more shocking, trading on margins, credits, and futures of Bitcoin as an underlying asset has surged from only 2 million in 2014 to a whopping 543 billion in 2017 alone. That's a mind-boggling figure. And if you don't understand margins, credits, and futures, I found a site that will explain it to you. This is a site called Kane Academy, and he has some YouTube videos embedded, and there are 20 videos that take you really step by step. It's a very comprehensive site. It does a great job explaining in simple terms with great visuals. And then even better yet, there is a question and answer section on the bottom, because usually the same questions you have already been brought up, and then the answers can give further clarification. I really like this site, and this will really help you make sense of the futures trading if you feel a little fuzzy about that. Okay, I don't want to go back too far, but we need to remember that within this whole ecosphere, there are about 1,000 people who own 40% of the market. So these Bitcoin whales, I don't know, maybe a few hundred of them are picking up the phone every day and calling each other and then just working the price so that we see this action that allows them to just make money and trade in a very narrow range, possibly. I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm also not a person that has their head in the sand. So I just want to always keep in mind that this is a reality. And then if we go back to an article that came out on January 24th, there was a survey made that 60% of Americans have heard of Bitcoin and 5% own. Well, 60% of Americans have heard of Bitcoin. This seems low to me. I mean, I can't imagine the other 40%. What rock are they living under? I mean, I know that my world is really cryptocurrency, but I just can't imagine you'd never heard of it. So I don't know. This article, though, has a really fun statistics. If you're a statistic junkie like I am, I just love to look at percentages and trends and where this space has been and where it's going. So I know the article is not necessarily fresh, but it's still fresh enough that it's interesting. Okay, yeah, I think that's all I have for you today. So have a great one. Let's hope that we all wake up in the morning and see a lot of green candles. Yeah, we're just still hanging in there at 0.17% down. So I will just be talking to you tomorrow. And for now, I just need to say sayonara. Okay, bye-bye.